Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. A man by the name of Noel Cole.
Noel Cole.
Noel Cole. Great name. He was pulled over by the cops in Missouri on Saturday. Yeah, he's wanted, felony warrant. He knew he was in trouble, so he was, when the deputy started asking questions, Noel decided, you know what? I got to get out of here. So he made a break for it on foot. Noel Cole running away from the law.
Yeah. But what a weird, I don't even know what that would feel like. At no point in my life, I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to run from the people who have guns in their hands.
Yeah. That's Noel knows what it feels like because that's what he did, man. Now, the deputy took off after Noel, and it really wasn't fair. It wasn't a fair race because, Noel was carrying something in his hand, so the cop caught up to him. And what was Noel carrying in his hands that he was willing to have it slow down his pace? Well, it was a Marie Callender's chocolate cream pie, which...
Oh, all right.
So, Steve, would you know what it feels like now? I mean, it's one thing to just be running away from the law, but what about running away from the law with a pie? Yeah. I feel like I would, that would be me.
Oh, no, fairness, aren't those like the kind of pies you have to let thaw out? So maybe he was just like, you know what? I need to kill some time before I could eat this pie, so I might as well just run from the cops.
You know what? That is really good time management right there. Yeah, we got to give Noel Cole some credit. I hadn't even thought about that.
Thaw and enjoy, BJ. Thaw and enjoy.
That's
local
their
slogan.
Is it really?
I think so.
Thaw, run, and enjoy.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I think that's a run from the law. The local sheriff said the pie appeared to be extremely important to Mr. Cole.
Yeah. He must have been stoned.
So it's been placed with his personal belongings and will be kept as safe as possible until his release. But that means the pie should be refrigerated if you're not going to eat it right away, right? Or at least, frozen up again.
Well, maybe they're not planning on keeping him very long, and they figure by the time we let him out, it's fully thawed out and he can enjoy it.
Or maybe it wasn't a frozen one and he went to the restaurant and had a Marie Callender's and he had to get it home quickly.
Either way, I hope this pie, really, the important thing is, if this pie goes bad, that's the real tragedy of this story. I don't know why they want him. I don't know what the warrant was all about. But really, the important part of this story is the pie. I hope it's okay.
I do like on their Facebook page, they ended the whole blurb about this guy. And it ends with he's currently being held in jail, all this kind of stuff. And then hashtag best pie ever.
Wow. Someone has opinions.
Hot take on
now,
Marie Callender's.
Hold on a second.
I've had a Marie Callender's pie in a hot minute.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Ever at all?
Yeah. No, I mean, I've had pie in a lot of places, but I don't think I've ever had one at Marie Callender's.
I mean, the frozen ones are good, but the restaurant was the best.
I bet you've had one of the pies, just somebody was masking it as their own pie.
Oh.
They're really good pies, so it's one of those ones where people really they'll use them as their own.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to a Marie Callender's. I don't think they're around anymore.
They are in Southern California,
really?
Not here. Yeah, there's 29 locations left.
Damn.
Danny, you know way too much about Marie Callender.
Well, that used to be like our go-to when I was a kid in New Mexico. Like my grandpa loved Marie Callender, so we'd always go there. And they closed down in New Mexico, but then it made me look up if they were still open, and they sure are.
There used to be one in Northgate, but that one closed forever ago.
Crap, I have been to that one.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
By where the mall
Yes,
or-
I know exactly what you're talking about. I always get that. I thought it was a Cracker Barrel for some reason. I always get those confused.
Those are also delicious.
Yes.
That was a sad day because I remember driving past that in Northgate and thinking, you know what, I got to go there someday. And then
And then you can't.
I can't.
That's the moment where I realized Seattle's really changed.
Yeah.
Oh, that
you're
was
absolutely right.
That was it.
That's
Yeah.
That was
all
it
went
right
downhill.
there. It was like this, you know what, man, forget what's going on in Ballard. I mean, the Marie Callender's in Northgate, that really is what, was the death of the culture of this city.
That surprises me that you've never been there, BJ. They were like pie. They used to be like what like Cheesecake Factory was for pie.
I never knew that. I wish somebody would have told me that.
I didn't
because-
realize they were a real place. I thought they were just a brand you saw in the store.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Damn. And so there's none in Washington State. They're gone,
Nope.
huh?
Just checked again. Yeah, they're gone.
Closest
You know what?
is Utah.
Yep.
What are the franchise opportunities like? Is this what we need to do? Is this our big exit plan?
Yeah,
We
it
become
is.
restaurateurs for Marie Callender?
I just wonder what's happening. We lost CPK, and we lost Marie Callender's. What is happening? Are we getting too fancy with our restaurants? We're kicking these guys out. Nobody wants to go.
Times are changing, BJ.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I want that peanut butter cream pie though. That looks really good.
Wow. And so you are all testifying that, because I've been to other places that have pie that I like. I'm not going to mention them because we're about to say that they're not as good as those places. But you're saying that this is probably better than the places I've gone to that are, chain restaurants.
Dude, they get a lot of 4 or 5 star reviews on their website.
Damn, and I never did this.
You can still buy them at the store.
I think that probably the ones that you get right fresh off the boat or whatever they call it. Where
Yes,
they get
fresh
them-
off the boat.
Off the boat.
Fresh off the pie boat.
They're coming from Alaska, where they make the best pies.
Pie boat.
Oh yeah, the deadliest bake. Is that the new show where we're going to get to watch?
Why not?
All right, fine.
Oh wow! Though I just try to find one nearby Seattle, Washington, and they don't have any local sellers for the product.
You mean they don't even sell them anymore?
I think we'll have to go online and purchase one online.
I thought I saw some at QFC last time I was there.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
then
find them in a
this
supermarket.
website is flawed. That's why they're almost out of business.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why.
I know they do their frozen meals at QFC for sure because I like their chicken parmesan. Delicious.
Man,
Well, be on the lookout for the peanut butter cream pie and pick one up if you see it.
I will check it out.
Pick it up for Steve?
yeah.
For the show.
For the show.
yeah.
Nice. I appreciate that. Appreciate
I'm
that.
looking out for all of us there, Rev. I'm a team player.
A 4-year-old called the cops recently. And why would a 4-year-old call the cops? Well, to invite them over to play with them.
We have the 911 call, too. It's great.
Oh, that is awesome. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Everything is better electrified. like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical for giving us the Miggs Report. And today is the day to bust out those suspenders. It's National Suspenders. I don't even know the last time I wore suspenders. It might have been at a wedding.
Yeah, I think for me it was a wedding.
Yeah, for some, like, groomsman type of a thing. Like, I think that's the only other... should we start bringing them back? Do we need them? No? No, Danny, you're not in?
I'm not in. I feel like Rev would wear suspenders normally.
Yeah. I do have suspenders at home. It's just literally the last time I wore them was at a wedding.
Yeah. With their top hat.
Yep, they keep the pants up.
DJ, you down with some suspenders?
No.
You get the Robin Williams Mork from Work ones. Like those rainbow
ones.
Yeah.
I think I own a pair of those.
Is it in your purse? Because if it's in your purse...
it's not.
All right.
It's in my costume container.
Oh, I see. It's a costume.
You have a costume container?
Yeah, I have a whole thing of just random costume stuff. So if you need a Halloween costume, I can figure something out with everything I already own.
Atta girl. Also, I'm looking at you're online right now, and I noticed that you're looking at LED suspenders.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I need those.
Oh, those are cool.
Can you customize them with what they say and whatnot?
I don't know.
I think it's just the light colors. I don't know if it actually says any words there, Danny.
I got you. I was getting really fancy with mine.
But maybe you can like get them in Seahawk or Kraken colors, and whenever you're at like a game, you can rock those.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing.
Guy has a belt and suspenders on, kind of defeating the purpose.
Yeah,
of it.
he's a poser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that model's a total poser. He has a bow tie. What's he going to have? Like a long tie underneath that, too? I mean, this guy's an idiot. Yeah. I hate that guy.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. It's also National Chicken and Waffles Day, so enjoy yourself some chicken and waffles. You can't go wrong with a good old chicken and waffles meal.
Not at all. Let's go to a Waffle House and see if we can get a gun pulled on us. What do you say? While we get our chicken and waffles.
I'll pass.
Right.
You know what? I just want to have the chicken and the waffles. No guns, please.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the servers give you a little bit more than you asked for, sir.
All right, let's head on over to New Zealand, where there's this 4-year-old kid might have done the cutest thing ever. Obviously, you should not be calling. Well, their version of 911 is 111, which seems a lot easier to remember.
Oh, yeah.
The 111. So, obviously, you're not supposed to call them for non-emergency things. But when a 4-year-old calls and he just sounds adorable, of course, you're going to have a little fun with this. And this kid, he called 111 or 911 because, well, he had some new toys and he wanted to invite the dispatcher or any of the cops over to play with him.
What a good kid.
Right? He's all about sharing, BJ. Or his parents aren't willing to play with him. He's like, screw it, I'm going to call the cops. It's one or the other.
Is it sharing or is it sadness and loneliness?
We do have the call, and here's a lot of times we play 911 calls here, and the dispatchers just don't have time for anything. Whereas on the flip side, in New Zealand, they seem to be the sweetest people on the other end of the line.
Yeah.
This is police. Where is the emergency?
Hi.
Hello.
Place lady.
Yes, what's going on?
Tell you something?
You can tell me something.
I got some toys for you.
You got some toys for me?
Yep.
Hello?
Hi there. We've received a 111 call. I'm guessing it was a mistake, child making a mistake there?
Yeah.
Oh, bless him. So just confirming there's no emergency at all?
No, there's not.
No problem at all. He was just talking about his toys. That's no problem at all. You guys have a good rest of your day.
Oh, nice lady.
Nice.
Nice lady.
Wow.
Bless him.
Boy, they ought to ask her to train our 911 operators is what they need to have her do.
Here's the great part. She then gets on the dispatch line with the officers and says if anyone can go over there and play with him, please head on over there. And a police officer went over there and played with him and his toys.
No, that did not happen.
Yes, they also let him play with the patrol car with the lights. And they also talked to him about the importance of not calling 111 when it's not an emergency.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so it was a life. It's like G.I. Joe. You have a lot of fun, and at the end, it ends with like a PSA.
Moral.
Cartoons.
Knowing is half the battle.
Da, da, da.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, Vicky's she's looking at pictures. We've lost Vicky now.
Yeah.
He is pretty adorable. He's rocking a police hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if I was the cop, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, crime schmime. I'm going to go play with this kid.
The dad's like, can I get your guys' number for babysitting? Like, oh, 111, gotcha.
Yeah.
I do like the dad, grab the phone, just like, hello? Who is my kid talking to? Oh, it's the dispatcher for the cops.
Boy, and you're probably like, if you're in any kind of life of crime and your kid doesn't know about that, you're sweating like, oh, man. So, no emergency. No, nothing. We don't have an illegal drug operation. We're not growing anything here.
That would be a very awful twist to the story.
Yeah.
All right, let's head on over to San Diego, where there was a guy that got into a police chase with the cops. He was in a tow truck, and his tow truck was going very slow. This police chase never hit speeds over 10 miles per hour, BJ.
Wow, that's a hell of a chase.
And so over the course, this went on for about an hour. And the cops are following him through neighborhoods, again, not going any faster than 10 miles per hour, trying to stop this tow truck from doing what it's doing. One point, the driver got on the phone with the dispatchers, and I don't know what's going on in this guy's head. I don't know if he was just messing with them, lying to them on something, or he genuinely thought this was happening, because he basically told them the plot of the movie Speed. He said, hey, I can't stop. The truck will explode if I stop.
Wow.
And they're like, all right. So at some point, the cops had to fire pepper balls inside the truck cab and use spike strips to blow out the front tires. They finally stopped the guy. He left the car with his hands up. There was no bomb inside the truck.
Oh. Was his name Keanu at least?
No.
Oh, man.
And they ended up arresting him because they believe he stole the truck as well. So.
Oh, that's probably why he was running away.
But what? Okay. Of all excuses, you're going to go with the speed excuse?
Yeah. I have to say, I haven't heard that, for a slow-moving vehicle. It's a nice take on the plot of the movie. It's like you can only go 10 miles an hour.
He was hoping maybe they forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he thought the movie was so far removed from current times, and he's just like, no one's going to pick up on this. I'm just going to use the premise
I just saw
speed.
this for the first time. I bet no one else has ever seen this blockbuster movie.
Bummer day yesterday. Yet another loss for our Seattle Kraken. But this was a good game, a good bounce-back game. I know we're doing a lot of glasses half full because the team's not doing as well as a lot of people hoped. But again, long road trip. They got spanked by Philly, came back and had a good game against the Devils, but ended up losing 4-2. One of those goals being an empty netter. So it was a one-goal game throughout the game, and they came back. Oh, man, it was just a hard one to watch again. Another loss for the Kraken.
Yeah, and if you're a new fan, having a goal taken away from you, you kind of just go, come on!
That was a bummer when, Alex Wenberg, he scored, and it turns out that the player was offside, so they weren't able to keep that going. It was an offside call. It wasn't like nothing controversial about that one. It just sucked because you're like, they're back in it. And then, of course, they score on a 5-on-3 power play at the end, which was great. Yep. They pulled their goalie, and the Devils got really aggressive on that, and they weren't able to even get really a shot on goal towards the end of the game. So, but even like their captain, Mark Giordano, just said, hey, this is a great fight. Obviously, a lot of things they got to fix. They got some practice ahead of them that they're going to work on those things. But feels very optimistic, and of course, they're going to be coming home finally, playing their first game at Climate Pledge Arena this Saturday. So hopefully they can turn things around, taking on our now rivals. I mean, you got the Vancouver Canucks, who also aren't having a very good run right now because they're on a long road trip as well, and their road trip ends in Seattle. So hopefully we can catch them real tired and beat them handily because already my Vancouver friends are talking smack.
Yeah, that would be nice. Don't spoil our inaugural home opener. Don't do it.
But one nice thing was, I didn't think he was coming back this soon. Yanni Gourde ended up playing with the team, and they didn't think originally he was going to be able to play until maybe mid to late November. So he's back, but Chris Drieger, their goalie, was injured, so he wasn't able to play. They had to bring up Joey DeCord from the minors to play, and he played great. So he was not the factor on why they lost yesterday. It was a great game. It was just didn't end the way you wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But speaking of Climate Pledge Arena, they broke it in yesterday with some rock and roll, baby, with the Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters, dude, I saw some of the pictures and the videos. That place looked awesome. It was cool to see just a packed arena rocking out and enjoying some music, and it was at the brand new arena, which is the Climate Pledge. And I grabbed a clip from the Climate Pledge Arena's Instagram page because I just thought it was pretty funny, because Dave Grohl's giving the crowd a hard time for not singing loud enough. And also, it's just like one of those moments where you're like, it feels good to hear this again, where crowds are singing and having a good time. Live music is back, and it's happening over at the Climate Pledge Arena. Dave Grohl giving people a hard time because he wrote that song in his house in Richmond Beach.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Tonight, you got the Sounders playing against Colorado, and that's happening in Colorado. So hopefully the Sounders can win a game so we could turn things around with this Seattle sports disaster recently.
It's been such a drought.
Yeah. Do we even remember how to win?
No.
Any of our teams.
I know.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. BJ, I'm sure you're in a great mood because, well, the series is tied at 2 games apiece as the Astros just hammered the Red Sox. What, in the ninth inning? The game was 2-2 and they scored 7.
Yeah, they you talk about controversial calls. And I can't complain because the umpire was giving us calls as well, but there was a strike and he didn't call it a strike, and then the next pitch it would have got him out of the inning, and the next pitch the Astros just went nuts, and so you get frustrated when you see an umpire miss a call, but he was missing calls all days for both teams. So the Astros, even though they got pounded, they were like, you know what, we're back and we're pounding you.
Yeah. When you want to pound us, we're going to pound you back. Vicky, sounds like your weekend, huh? Wow. Hey, 7 runs in the idea. They went up winning 9-2. Dodgers stay alive. They beat Atlanta 6-5. All 4 teams. So both games are happening again tonight. So we'll see what happens in the world of baseball playoffs. As far as weather, 58 degrees, going to rain. That's the Mix Report, and that's what's up. Someone said I'm working over at the Climate Pledge Arena. I sat at the drums yesterday.
Ooh, oh, really?
That's awesome.
Hope you got a picture of that.
Hey, I wonder if Dave Grohl got his throne back.
He did.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, dude. I saw Darren, my buddy, he posted a picture of him putting it into like a U-Haul type truck, and he was meeting up with the Foo Fighters crew to give them back the chair, so that way they don't have to worry about mailing it.
That's cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
Darren Wall is the guy who got shot in Idaho,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but it saved probably a lot of people's lives during a concert after the concert, but it happened at a venue in Idaho. And then the Foo Fighters and Dave Grohl found out about it, for those that don't remember the story, and sent him the Dave Grohl throne that he played many shows on when he broke his leg, and then gave it to Axl Rose to play many shows on when Axl hurt himself. And then Darren was the other musician that's gotten a rock on Dave Grohl's throne, and he used it over at a show at El Corazon, which was just awesome. And so he sent it back to the Foo Fighters and Dave Grohl yesterday when they were in town.
So cool.
Yeah, he saved a couple dollars, I think, on shipping.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that the Foo Fighters would have paid that.
Yeah, he saved them a couple of dollars on shipping, so that was nice.
Yeah. And he got to go to the show because I saw him post on his Instagram. He was at the concert, so that'd be cool if they hooked him up with the tickets.
That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. What a brilliant idea on his part. I'll bring this back, and who knows, maybe they'll let me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that the sound was amazing at the new Climate Pledge.
That's cool to hear.
I've seen a lot of people posting about just how great the sound was.
That probably had to be a big thing that they wanted to make sure that they nailed, because they're obviously going to have a lot of hockey games there, but you also want to have a lot of concerts, and you don't want it to be your old school crappy sound at an arena vibe.
Yep.
That's really cool. I mean, I'm sure they knew what they were doing, but you're right, Steve. It's, a lot of times you're like, well, they didn't design this place for music, that's for sure. But in this particular instance, people are giving it thumbs up.
Well, and they obviously did spend a lot of time designing it for concerts because of just the way that for the bands and their crew. That way they have a lot of ways to get the gear in and out. Also, I guess the dressing rooms, they really stepped it up for the band. So that way they have a good experience while they're at the concert and they're not stuck in a locker room for a sports team kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they actually have their own green room with showers and nice amenities and things along those lines. So that way it's a fun experience for the bands as well. That way they want to keep coming and playing that venue.
So what you're saying is they really designed this to be a multi-purpose venue that's top-notch.
Yeah, and one day an NBA franchise could play there.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a shocker. How about designing an arena that can house both kind of sports? That's a real forward-thinking idea that for some reason some people didn't do back in the day.
Yeah, they got the locker room ready to go for whenever an NBA franchise comes here, like a specific locker room just for a basketball team.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so they are really okay, we got, at this point, you're going, hey, NBA, we did everything you asked. What do you say, huh?
Well, you can't really share locker rooms because the hockey and basketball happen around the same time. They kind of run parallel season-wise.
Oh, you say that, but at the Frugal Arena.
Kevin Durant's back with the Sonics. Why is he wearing goalie gear?
Yeah.
He put on the wrong stuff in the locker room.
Yeah. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
The concept of gravity was discovered by which famous physicist?
I would go Einstein.
No.
Edison.
No.
I don't know if he's a physicist.
He's not.
Marx.
Marx, no.
Good old Marx. He was a great scientist. We were looking for Sir Isaac Newton is what we were looking for, sir. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Miggs. We'll do that at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course, we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But you know, one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.